Saul Castaneda with Mcscgreenwheels, and I am here at home. There we go. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so what we're going to do today, we're basically going to take off all these rivets because Alamar's got these on for sale. And since this is our front bumper to our 1986 LX Notch 4i, which we call the Sandbox, which is better than the original one that came, we're going to take it apart, we're going to clean it up, and actually what we want to do is, some of these are broken, so we already have the replacements. You know, I think it's on that side over here. And we already ordered those. Coming in from Fox Mustang Resto. And so these are the little dividers that go in between here. One for the left and one for the right. So the one on the right is pretty tortured and beaten. So we're gonna go ahead and take it apart, give all these accents the new color, mask them off, tape whatever we got to tape off, and then get everything painted to the original beige, sand beige that the car has. So what we're going to do right now, man, we're going to knock off all these rivets and see how far we can get down by taking all this thing apart to make it easier on how we go about it and restore it. So basically what I'm doing, let me see what size drill bit this is, just so I'll let you know. This is, it's a quarter. It's right there. It's a quarter size, and all I'm doing is knocking off, so you can see the heads, and then we'll be able to peel this off, you know, taking off all these rivets. And it's that simple. Comes off. So yeah, we're gonna repair some of this. So I mean, but I don't want to go too crazy and, you know, create a bigger problem. I did start off with a much bigger drill bit, which was taking up the whole space. But then I figured the inside is pretty small, so once I get down to it, it'll break. I didn't want to damage the outside of the, you know, the rest of the surroundings of this thing. Because if we're going to reuse this, we need to have that space again, undamaged. This is one of those moments where everybody gets to see, you know, your drywall screws in this place instead of what should be there. So we're trying to avoid that. Yeah, it's fairly easy. It's aluminum. It's pretty soft, but you can see it, as you can see, it peels away pretty easily. You know, and like I said, I don't want to damage the surrounding area because we're going to need to have that back when we put the new ones on there. If not, you know, that shaky looking front ends makes it look like the car's scared or something. That was there. Ah, that was me. Alright. Pop it up from underneath first. Give me some space, because it don't want to move. There we go. There we go. That's how that comes out. We got a couple more. Right in here.
Yeah, it has some very
So this is the headlight bezel for our foreride. We're gonna go ahead and clean him up, get him ready for being reinstalled, new headlight stuff and everything. So we have the original bumper, which was, some of the pieces are still much better than this. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of go back and forth and salvage what we can, burn the rest. So like I was saying before, guys, as you can tell, see some of the parts are here. This is broken. Now you can get this. See, that's our little package from Mustang Restoration. Where is that from? Yeah, Mustang Restoration. Fox Mustang Restoration. That we got our little parts here. So we're gonna go ahead. We got them up from eBay too. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna knock off the last rivet on each one, so we can have this open, and this can be all nice, cleaned up, get ready for paint. And let's flip it over. Let's get this guy out. Simple as that. Now I'll do it the other side, and our bumper here will be ready to get scuffed down and repaint it. This one ain't too bad, but you know, it ain't good either. So, moving on. You know, we have the marvelous hand of Mr. Tamba assisting with doing this whole car. Now, with that, with blocking these cars, we were informed that a lot of to get the proper square look on it is to sand this front and rear bumper down, button down the front end, realign everything before you do the final block and get it ready for paint. So that's what we're gonna do. So a couple of the guys that we know that paint cars and whatnot kind of suggested that we do that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and take care of this bumper, make sure that we get this nice and blocked off, take care of any imperfections, and get it ready for paint. Once that's ready, we're gonna set up the rear one and get that set up to the rear too as well, so we can do the final blocking on our 86 4-eyed LX that we call the sandbox. So along with finishing up the front and taking it all apart, we're going to move on to the back. We already had started this, and the back has really no real big mystery. Now the only thing that we did see, of course, is, you know guys, you know how we do it, guys, we hate rust. So we removed all the little nuts that were on here, the little support nuts, the little screw nuts, and then all you do is just kind of peel back on it. There it is. We also have two metal brackets over here on this end, and this is what I mean. We have these little kind of like flat washers that kind of hold it in place. You can take those off very carefully. That way you can remove these brackets, clean those up if you want to too, which is what we're going to do. LMR has these for sale. I think it's like 75, 80 bucks for it. It's pretty flimsy, but we'll see what we can do. We're going to try and see if we can get the majestic hand of Mr. Tamba to apply his ever so loving skill of removing rust and attack it with complete vigor. That's what we're going to do. If not, we'll just spend the 80 bucks and get a new one. So that's what we plan on doing. Now that the rear one doesn't have a lot of science to take apart, you know, and a lot of things that you don't see. There's no lights on this guy. There's nothing else but these brackets. So it's just kind of skin. So all we're going to do is just clean him up as well, set him up, get him ready, and then reinstall, button it down, just so we could do our final blocking on it to get it nice and perfectly square before we send it off to paint. So that is basically what we have to do next. You guys have been paying attention to the video, as we already did the inside. We already took care of the underneath. All the rust is pretty much gone. We took care of all of our welding and our patching. We did all our seam sealing and our layers of primer and our pore 15, and then we covered it with the original beige sand color that we picked up. So once we got that done, we got the engine bay done, we got the underneath done, the trunk, and then we're going to take care of the underneath of the hood and the underneath of the trunk as well, the trunk lid. Once that's done, we're going to start to move forward and getting our K member set up excuse me, for Maximum Motorsports for our Barra engine that we got, which is our BA engine. And you guys can start seeing we've been holding off on getting that all reared up and really prettied up for you guys, because we want to do it on camera. So we all learn. Want to thank everybody on Instagram and on Facebook, and hey, you guys on YouTube, man, thank you for all the comments, thank you for all your support, and I hope we keep bringing you the good content here that helps everybody. Remember, subscribe, and our next 2 videos are coming up. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.